Let me try and stop that again. Record. So I've started recording. This meeting hopefully will not go more than 30 minutes, as we said. So basically, what RAG means is retrieval augmented generation. This is very much too ambiguous. What does it mean in real sense? It means that if I have an AI or I have an LLM, or there is an error, there is anything, there is a particular place in our company that everybody goes to. It's like an SOP. So I will go there, I will fetch a runbook and see how I deal with this situation. Say for instance, if we have an error, maybe we have an API error, I will just go to the company database or wiki or Confluence or wherever. I will check the wiki, I'll check the runbook. If you have problem like this, if you have a situation like this, incident like this, escalate to this, read this, and I will be able to follow it and trash the matter really fast. So it is commonly used for internal documentation assistance. It's used for incident response and runbook search. So knowledge-based chatbots, it's also used for knowledge-based chatbots, as well as code-based and infrastructure query assistance. Also for policy and compliance guidance. Everything that we said now, they are all in wiki, right? Now, so if I basically ask an AI, I will use ChatGPT where I'm not logged in. Okay, good. This is an AI that does not have any information whatsoever. It's clean, it's all blank, nothing is there. Now then, what I do is I just go ahead and say, how do we fix cluster, what question can I ask? Cluster outage or cluster memory outage. Say I ask this question in our environment. See, this guy will give me an answer confidently, but you know what? It is giving me the answer confidently wrong. Why? Because it does not have the full context of what we're discussing here. It has no general understanding. It has no understanding of what we're doing. So it just gave me a generic sense. Now, if we have RAG, let's say I connect now. I'll go to a ChatGPT that knows my work environment, and I say in home lab, in my home lab, how do we deal with memory outage? It's thinking. See, it went straight into my home lab. It has every single information. So what it has simply done is it went to a memory base. It went to some place that we have. This process is called retrieval of augmented information, and it generated it from that main source. So that was where it just went to pick all of the information from. See, it went to assess my node topology. It went to assess memory. It went to assess this thing from Sentinel Copilot, and all of these things, they are inside of my, these are technically runbooks that I have. So simply, this is what RAG means. And I designed a simple demo that we're going to do together regarding this. So, oh no, that's wrong. Where's my, okay. So in n8n, I set up 3 workflows, just exactly like I just showed you on ChatGPT. I will ask an LLM question before, like question without context, without RAG. Then I will ask it another question with runbook present. Okay? So now, I'm using a header. That's my n8n. It's connected to my n8n here. Answer, authority, generate answer. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, I'm using the right credential. Header authentication. This is wait, let me see. Let me see, because I set it up using ChatGPT earlier. Okay. The OpenRouter authorization. Okay, maybe it wants me to set a new one. Credential name. Okay, let me just go and set up. Where exactly do I? One required step remains before execution. n8n did not auto assign OpenRouter credential to the HTTP. Open the OpenRouter node and select and create this credential. I already have it. RAG demo before and RAG demo after. Let me just go and find the before. So this is before, but it is not picking up my. Please check your credentials. My credential is right. Oh, hold on. Okay. Name. What name did they ask me to create? OpenRouter API key. No problem. Although I expected it to value, I will just go and find my OpenRouter key. I have it someplace here. Is that for OpenRouter? Yeah. So the value says bearer. Then I added that. Okay, successful. And let's. I should have given this a proper naming. Okay, let's execute this step. Oh boy. Header name must be a valid HTTP token. Yeah, header authentication. No, but I had. Come on. One thing I'm gonna do is. This is n8n. It's an automation tool that you can use to automate anything and connect your LLM to it. So this is my OpenRouter LLM, and I attached. Let me see the model it is using. Yeah, it is using OpenRouter free, although I prefer to use GPT. Let me just look for free for the sake of this session. I'll use this one, this guy. Yeah. So if I run this now, there is a question there. This one, inside of here, it has prepared. Okay, return. This is the payment API 5xx error rate reached 8% shortly after release. What is the approved response and rollback process? So it is asking this AI. It's asking this AI that is in here, GPT OSS, asking it for a kind of approved response. Like normally in a company, we have approved responses. We have a way to go about things. So now it is asking it, but remember this here, this workflow, this guy, there is no runbook in here. So if I execute, normally it's going to be like a chat. Say for instance, inside of here, instead of me manually triggering it now, there will be like a chat bot in a company sense where we ask this question, where we ask this same question now. But instead of typing in the question in chat, we'll just trigger it. Let's see what it says. It is going now. The workflow is running. So it is generating an answer. This is the generator, but it's using this LLM, this AI. like ChatGPT, like cloud, like whatever inside of this place. So that is what it is doing. It is looking for an answer.
Okay. While it is retrieving, I want to ask you.
Okay. Yes.
The RAG means retrieval augmented generation.
Yes.
What the augmented? What does it refer to?
To augment something is just English term. To augment means to make it nicer, to make it more presentable.
Oh.
Right? To make it. Oh, okay. I think it can't find a proper. To augment something means to have it enhanced. Maybe I should have left it in the same free that guy left it before. Okay, let me just put this one free and trigger it again.
Okay. You know I'm not English.
Yeah, of course. That was actually a better question. Come on.
I saw before this call. I was watching some videos on YouTube. How people build RAG system out of Amazon Bedrock.
Yes, Amazon Bedrock. I have not used Amazon Bedrock, but I know it's also an agentic operation. See, it has given us success. But now, where is the response? What did it bring us? Do we have any proper answer? See, see, the answer it generated us. It just gave any random thing. If I copy this thing now, if I copy this so that we can see it properly. Okay, this is the answer. General incident response, blah, this and that. It gave just random answers. Random. And this answer, I did not prepare anything. It gave us the answer just like this guy gave us. Just like ChatGPT, without context.
Yes.
Now, if we run the second demo, if we read this now, it just gives any random stuff. Now, if we go ahead and read, if we go ahead now and run with RAG, RAG demo, generate grounded incident brief. Remember, we have an incident brief inside of here. Okay, so I'll execute this. Oh, my bad. I should have run this one actually. I should have run this brief because this brief is where all of the information will be. So I'm using an LLM now to generate documentations. I had the documentation somewhere. Let me bring it forward. As I said, I had all of the information here. Documents. Before and after script generated. This is the teaching guide I was supposed to use. Now this is the knowledge base, the incidents. Historical payment. So this in this place now, instead of incidents, I'm gonna open this. During a prior API release, 5 times error rose above 6, blah blah blah. This was the incident. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the incident, and these are the runbooks that it works with. So database migration safety, expand and contract rule. Production database changes must be backward compatible during the deployment window. So this is a runbook. If anytime we have a database issue, production databases, whenever we're creating it, must be backward compatible. What is the rollback condition? Do not roll back application code if the new code has already written. Let me make it larger. So this is the runbook that we're following. What about payment API? This is a runbook that we are following. So anything beyond this, you escalate to the manager or escalate to the team lead. But this is exactly what we are following. Approval requirement, this and that. All right. So, but when we did it without a runbook, when we prompted the AI without a runbook, so this thing has created the brief. It has created the brief and all that. So when we run it without any format, any information, it gave us just about anything. Random answer. So when we now run it with a brief in place, format after RAG result, now we are going to go and see what the response is. It will 100% tally with what the runbook says. See? Retrieval success. This is where you should go. Question: the payment API. This was the question we asked, right?
Yes.
The payment API reached 8% shortly after releases. What is the approved response and rollback process? Let me make it larger. I'm not sure if it's a. So it went to the source to retrieve. It went exactly to look for this title. Payment API rollback. That was one of the documentations that we just saw now.
Yes.
Where is it again? One of these, one of these payments. This one. This was the file it went to now. It went to this file to find the proper, approved response rather. It went to look for the approved response. So again, it went to retrieve another source. This is source 2 for database migration safety, and finally gave an answer. This is the fact. Shortly after release, this is this is that, this is what you should do. The same model retrieved runbook evidence at question time. So policy level statement can be traced to sources rather than guessed. So it is going to the exact sources to pick the exact. So basically, if I add, now I'm going to do one thing. We triggered it manually, right? Now I am going to ask the AI to, I'm going to use my voice so it's going to be easy, in the workflow with after RAG. I want you to change it from manual trigger. I want you to put a chart so that I will copy the exact question. Give me the question here. So I will paste the exact question in the chart and it will generate the response as it normally should.
Okay.
So now I want you to change that one from manual triggering instead of me to trigger this thing manually, because normally in a workplace we're going to go to a chatbot and AI and ask that question, and we expect it immediately to go through so many documentations. Like in this demo today, we only used maybe just quite a bit of documentations, but imagine, see this whole folder, see this whole repository. How many things can we look for? For a human, it is going to be tiring.
Yes.
Right? But the AI can go within seconds and fetch the exact folder that is needed, the exact runbook, the exact response. So let's go back to see if it has generated that. I should have maybe put it instant, but yeah, it takes a bit of seconds. Let me go there and see if it has updated that. This is the one it's going to update.
Okay.
I found the exact, okay, a chat trigger with workflow available in your n8n chat hub. The response will return directly in the chat interface, and your typed question will drive retrieval instead of hard-coded question. Yeah. Oh, it did not fully understand what I said. It's actually writing a full. I only wanted it to
You can stop it, right?
No. Let me finish its work. It's not going to take long. My prompt should have been to change from manually triggering it now, to just change this node here to a chat, so that I can really just type the message and give it to it. Come on. Okay. Okay. So this is actually how these workflows how they go. Like this one you see here, you must have seen. Anyway, this is still a work in progress. Let me not discuss it right now. Just trying to use it to. This is another workflow here that does sort of different things. Okay, so it's ready. Open DevOps chart workflow. Let me just open this one. Open chat. So now this is the chart, and this is the question, right? I'm going to copy this question and paste it right in here. The same question, and I hit enter. It goes through the workflow. Now it is going through 4 seconds. It is generating the answer using this AI, and look at the answer it gave. Boom. So now if I read this, I can even add one more node and say it should present this one as an image, as a workflow, as a graph. I can ask it to add one more node to the end to make this one to look like a graph, or to make it as PDF or whatever. If I copy this now, I will know exactly what to do, which file to touch, and what exactly to do. So this is how RAG works. RAG is just with information. You have all of your information. You have the runbook. Just like I said with Sentinel Copilot the other day, there is runbook. I have in this folder, in this repository, there is 1009 runbooks. In case anything, yes.
So the Sentinel write the runbooks automatically on schedule.
Say that again, please.
The Sentinel Copilot.
Yes.
It writes the runbooks on schedule automatically. It's still an agent that writes runbooks.
Yes, it's an agent that writes its own runbook too. So it discovers anything new, it will write it down. It will also update the ones that it has written before in case anything has really changed. Let's say a little bit of maybe a run book now is now stale. The information there is no longer as it is right now. It will go by itself autonomously to correct that run book. The workflow is there as well. It's a full-on workflow. It will correct itself automatically and keep updating every new fault. So it is from the same thing. I can actually connect this one now to Slack channel.
Okay.
Let me one more step and we're done for the night. I will ask it to add a Slack channel notification, to add it to, let me see which of the channels that I could ask it to add it to. We'll just call it a night on this. I'll ask it to add it to all InfraForge. All InfraForge. You see, it's all clean. There is nothing in here, right? Maybe let me not take it to all InfraForge. Let me say I take it to Forge PRs. Forge PRs. All right. Now, I want you to add one more node to this most recent one with the chart, I want the same information that I would get in n8n. I want it to go to Slack channel, and I want it to be Forge PR's channel. So it is going to look for, it's going to add a Slack notification to this same node. If I refresh it maybe a couple of times, if it's done, we're going to see the new node added to this part.
Just talking.
Let's see what it is doing. I'll first reuse an existing Slack configuration and channel reference rather than guessing either. Yeah, I think I have Slack. Let me see if I have Slack credentials. Yeah, I have Slack credentials. So as I said, we can also make it to be able to send a communication, the same information that we've been getting all along. We can make it to send it even to Slack. I did a quick demo earlier. I will just like maybe because we were distracted a little bit, I'll delete this message. I have the information, the question that I need to get from this LLM. I've copied it. Now I will come back into that. Let me refresh it. Let me just refresh it. And I will paste the message now. This is what I want, and send it. So we will keep an eye on this. It's going, the workflow is going, it's trying to query the LLM now. It's querying all of the runbooks. And we expect to get a feedback right here inside of Slack. This is a little bit slow because we're using free LLM just for the demo, but of course, here you go. So this is all of the information that we could have gotten straight inside of n8n, but instead of dwelling inside of n8n, our companies will use notification channels, alert channels, and here it is. And again, we can still, will not do that for the sake of our time, we can still proceed to ask any question that we need to ask from our communication channel, and it goes straight inside of this place, this n8n, the workflow, and it queries the runbook. Let's say I want to add some more information, some more runbooks to our RAG system, to the database. We can add it from Slack as well. So yeah, that was the only thing I just wanted to add, and I hope that it was a beautiful session. I'm gonna stop recording now so we can continue with our chat. All right.